Hi there, welcome to Caffeinated Crafting. My name is Daniela, known as Caffeinated Gert around the interwebs. I'm coming to you from dreary, cold, gross, disgusting Middle Tennessee. But hey, it's January, so what do we expect? I have no good studio lighting today, as it's already after 4:30. So the sun's going down and the sunroom's doing nothing to help out with the lighting. So sorry guys. But hey, it's going to be a short one anyway because there was not a whole lot of knitting. Well, there was knitting, but I have a finished sweater. So I finished my Boxy earlier this week. I don't remember what day. Did I finish it on Sunday? Sunday. Here it is in all her glory. It fits so well. I already want to knit another one. Not another fingering weight one though. A worsted one. There are versions of this one. So there's a fingering weight, a worsted, and then there's also a V-neck worsted, which is top down. And I'm thinking that might be the one I knit next. Maybe? Whenever? I don't know. Here is a picture of me actually wearing it, which I took right after I finished the sweater. And I feel like I look very smug in this picture, but you know what? If you had finished a fingering weight Boxy, you'd be looking smug too. But yeah, so fingering, here's another shot. It kind of blows it out in the, can I touch this and get it to focus? Oh, you want to see birds, and look, I got lucky friends with someone on Pokemon Go. I'll show you the birds. So I hung up a bird feeder on my window. It's on there with like a suction cup, and it stays ridiculously well, really. And I've been enjoying having little birdie type visitors. The cardinals always fly away when I get the like even close to getting the camera ready to take a picture. It's very annoying. They're so pretty, but annoying. So anyway, fingering weight Boxy. The cough is still hanging around. I don't know what the deal is. Well, I do know what the deal is, but it's still hanging around. And I was outside today, and so there's that. But it's all ready. It's all finished. I wore it. I had to go to work for a meeting. Actually go. I'm so spoiled not having to leave the house to work. But actually had to go to the hospital for a meeting. So I wore it this week to work. I'm going to wear it tomorrow to knit group. I was going to wear it today because, you know, I feel like I should wear it every day. But I was going to my favorite lunch place, Fuji, for lunch. And I have a bad habit. Of dripping soy sauce on my shirt when I eat there. Because you have the chopsticks and the sushi and then the drippy drippies. So I didn't want to get soy sauce on my sweater. Therefore, I didn't wear it. Feel like, you know, I don't want to sacrifice the sweater to that. Okay, get the lid back on. Lid go on. There we go. All right. Finished Boxy sweater. Check. Only took me 3 years. 3 years. That's crazy pants. The only other thing I've worked on this week is in my super cute Pokemon bag that my friend brought me from Japan. But, I finished a sock. Almost dropped a sock. I have one finished sock. These are Perfect Puddle Jumpers by Sarah Stevens. By the way, I would like to point out that I have been keeping up with doing show notes. And if you need show notes, they are in the Caffeinated Crafting group on Ravelry. You can also find a link to the video embedded there if you're have trouble getting to YouTube, which I don't know. Maybe you like being on Ravelry. You're already on Ravelry, and it's easier for you to find that way. So I stick it there just in case. I still post the videos to the blog. I don't know if anybody ever gets it that way, but it's just habit. I don't do anything other than post videos to the blog. I figure as knitters are on Ravelry, right? Plus it's easy to link to my projects and the patterns if I do the show notes on Ravelry. So there's that. These are DK worsted yarn. This is Yowza, What a Skein from Miss Babs, and the Deep Sea Jellyfish colorway. So I have one sock and I have a second sock started. This is I'm doing this in conjunction with a knit along for the 24 Days of Cheer group, which is the Advent swap I've done for the last 3 years. If you're interested, you can go check out that group and say, hey, I might want to do the swap this year, so you can kind of get yourself on that list. And the socks, so we're doing a knit along for socks. It could be any old sock, but right now the featured designer is Sarah. So I'm knitting those, and I'm going to do DK or worsted socks every month this year because I've decided that's what I'm giving for Christmas this year. So everyone can have thicker, cozier socks. And it's a little less knitting for me. Alright, so now I have a little bit of an announcement. Hats for kiddos will be again a thing this year. Again, hats for kiddos. So those of you that have been around for a while, you know that my past co-host, Allie, Crafty Allie, sorry. Oh. Okay. Allie works for Tennessee Early Intervention Services in Middle Tennessee. So she works with kids 0 to 3 that have like deficits, like speech deficits, need to work on movements, different things. I don't know specifically exactly. She helps out little kids. And so for the past I think this will be the 5th year, we have collected hats for her company. So they serve 6 counties in Middle Tennessee, so that every child that they currently serve gets a hat. So yeah. So we make sure every kid gets a hat. If they have a sibling, and we have enough hats, obviously, although generally we do. So if they have a sibling, we make sure the sibling has a hat. If we end up with extras, we've shared them with the Girl Scouts in the past. We did have enough again to do it last year, and I was totally surprised because I was a slacker and I wasn't recording, but you guys still pulled it through. I want to say another extra special thank you to the Hook and Needle, the yarn store in Maryville, Tennessee, because Christy gave me a big old tub full of hats, and that's why we had enough. So thank you to the Hook and Needle. I really appreciate it. And anyway, I have the first batch of hats for kiddos for this year. Are you guys knitting hats yet? Probably not, because you're like, hey, we didn't know this was a thing yet. I don't care when you knit these hats. Knit, crochet. You can sew them if you want to do like those little flannel hats. They don't have to be knit or crocheted even. Just little kid hats. Primarily 0 to 3 years of age. The actual knit along will really kick off come like August. At that point, like, I'll announce prizes and all that wonderful stuff. But you don't have to wait until August to start knitting these. I don't care when you knit them. As long as you turn them in, that's all that will matter. So here are a bunch. I'm a little jealous of these hats, to be honest, because these are setting the bar high. Oh, whether they're a little bigger, that's fine. This could go to the Girl Scouts. If we have enough, we've given them to the parents. This one's cute. I like this one. I have knit with this yarn. I kind of want to keep some of these myself, man. That's really cute. Anyway, so adorable hats all around. Ooh, I like this one. Cute. I think I've knit with this color. Maybe. That's a cute one too. Anyway. Ooh. Nice. When it gets closer to time. Ooh, that one's cute. It's got a button on it. It's cute as a button. That's cute too. As it gets closer to time, or maybe I should do it now. There are some charts to kind of show what size to make the hat that Allie found when we first started doing this, and they are posted in previous Hats for Kiddos threads. But I will go ahead and make a thread for this year's Hats for Kiddos, just so that information will be on there. And I'll sticky it to the top in case you need to refer to kids' head sizes, because little kids' heads are bigger than you would think, for real. Also, those of you that have been around for a while know that I like to do a Neon April knit along, which will totally be a thing again this year. I'm so excited about it. I already have my project picked out. That's how I'm excited. There's going to be a special background for April. I can't wait to show it off. So basically for that, I'll have some prizes, and all you have to do is knit with some eye-searing, bright colored yarn. Because it's my birthday month and I like bright colors. There you go. But I'll go into further details closer to April. I was just making notes in my show notes and wanted to mention that. So, my Hexie project I discussed last episode. You guys voted, left me helpful comments. Thank you. It was kind of a split between Hexies in the middle or green on the inside, and Hexies on the inside also, or the green. It was almost an even split, although nobody wants the blue, which is funny because I was like, yeah, blue's too dark. I'm kind of leaning towards the green on the inside, but what I'm also thinking, so this is the size that I had shown you guys that I made before, and this is the frame for that size. I also have a bigger frame, and I also have a small frame. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew the Hexies up, see how big the fabric even is, because it might not even be enough for the inside and outside by the time I sew the Hexies from Anita's aunt's leftovers together. That might not even be enough for the inside anyway, because it takes more fabric than you'd think. But if I have extra fabric, I'm thinking I might make like a tiny change purse to go with it. Or I could make one great big one, but I'm not thinking not the great big one. So I'm thinking if I have enough fabric, I'll make this size and the change purse size. So it's like, I think this is a 2-inch and this is a 3-inch. Yeah. So 3-inch, 2-inch, I think is right. Something like that. and then use some form of solid, the green, for example, on the inside, because I have old lady eyes, and I would have a hard time seeing what's in there if I was distracted by the hexies on the inside. And it's still from the same stash. It's still her aunt's fabric that I'm using on the inside. So I think that's the way I'm going to go. Now, the only other thing I have is a little bit of new yarn, a little stash enhancement, and some dream knitting. Dream knitting. I refuse to cast anything new on until I get some of these things off the needles, but I can dream, right? So stash enhancement. Those of you that watched the silliness that was myself and Silly Fru in the special episode last week already saw this, but this is a mostly Kiviot, some merino, some silk blend that is absolutely magnificent and so soft. Oh my God. And then I'm working on spinning these rolags. So eventually dream knitting will be knitting these in a stripe for probably a sockhead hat. Dream knitting. So that was a gift I received from a new knitter in town that just moved from Alaska. Fascinating. This is a late Christmas gift I received. So I have these two sets. They are Yarn Bee, Pigment and Fiber in Raindrop Hum and Bell Rose. They are, where did he go? 60% acrylic, 20% wool, 20% nylon. They feel really good. These are some awesome shawl sets. No idea what I'm going to make with these, but they're lovely. That's some really nice acrylic. Just saying. We got nice little color sets. This is the Raindrop Hum, and this is the Bell Rose. So that'll be some fun knitting. And so Knitty & Color had, or maybe still having, I don't know, you could check it out. She had a 40% off sale. And Knitty & Color, let me tell you, you can't go wrong with any of her yarn. It's 40% off. And I was like, I am not getting more yarn. I'm trying to be a very, very good girl and knit firstly from stash this year. Unless there's something specific that I need yarn for. And I was like, yeah, I'm not getting anything. I'm not gonna do it. And then I realized she had DK yarn that was on sale, 40% off. I don't have a good DK stash. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. So these came home with me. I drooled over this one, and this one is Wrap Me Up on Dubstep DK. And this one is Pastel Goth. Can't wait to see that knit up. And this one is Poinsettias. And these are all from Knitty & Color. If I put it over my face, will you? Here. So these two are Christmas leftovers. This one's just all kinds of awesome. Those might probably be socks in this whole knitting Christmas gifts to do thing. And my last stash enhancement is this. So I have this little friend who I've knit socks for. And she really loves them. Like, she is so knit worthy. She brings this to me and she says, I don't know what you knit socks out of, but how many socks do you think you can knit out of this? And so I'm like, well, it's acrylic. I don't know that I really knit socks out of it. I mean, say in my head, I'm thinking, I don't know that I really would want to knit socks out of it, but it's sport weight and like 377 yards. I mean, I'm like, I could get a pair of socks out of it, and maybe at least a pair of socks. And then she says, how many baby socks could you get out of it? And I was like, no way. So that was her way of letting me know she was expecting. So while I would not prefer to knit socks with this, it will make a great baby gift. And here's where, excuse me, some more of the dream knitting comes in. So I printed off Baby Fisherman's Cap by Kate Carter Evans of Infinite Twist, and it looks like this. And then the other thing, the other one I printed off is Garter Yoke Baby Cardi by Jennifer Howell. And there's not a good picture on the pattern except kind of from the back, but it's a cardigan, but so you only see the back. But so it's a top-down raglan. The top and the sleeves are garter, and then the rest of it's stockinette, I think, right? Yes. And then the cuffs and whatnot are garter. So those will be knit at some point out of this. So that is all my dream knitting. So that's actually planned. I have to spin yarn before I can do the other dream knitting. These need to be done ASAP because the end of the month is looming and they need to be finished by this month. But actually, I spent like no time knitting on that first sock, to be honest, so it's going really fast. I figure those will be done this weekend. So that is all I have for you today. I am going to go have some soup. Oh, I forgot to make rice. I bet husband didn't make rice either. Oops. I'm going to go put some rice in the rice cooker, so then in like 45 minutes we can have soup over the rice. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.